co se podařilo Octagonu na tak strašně malém trhu, jako je Československo s pár milionama lidí, je neuvěřitelný.
Já si myslím, že Octagon je celý můj život.
To celé robíme preto, aby sme mohli stát té hale a mohli jsme to zažívat spolu. Octagon vlastně je můj život.
Octagon už je dneska jako mainstream a už se to dostává do společnosti.
Octagon vyprodává v Štvanici během pár hodin.
Viděl kolik diváků. Říkám, že už chci být rychlejší v klece.
Prvý Octagon bol vlastne taký vstup do neznáma. My sme vtedy mali s Ondrom jeden veľký sen a podľa mňa ako možno jediný na tej scéne sme mali aj inú predstavu, ako to má vyzerať.
Dámy a pánové, toto je finále Octagon MMA. Dobrý večer. Náš sen se tady stává skutečností, máme před sebou 6 zápasů.
Byl to první turnaj, tak jak fungovalo většina turnajů v České republice, kde nás bylo 5,5. Vlastně každý dělal všechno. Za mě vlastně neočekávaný úspěch.
Na Králce první turnaj byl skvělý v tom, že já jsem ve středu šel na operaci s meniskem a od čtvrtka jsem lítal na Královce nahoru dolů. Dělali jsme to ve 2 nejdřív, pak ve 4 ten turnaj. Nakonec se zjistilo, že ani ve 4 to nejde udělat, když nám to začalo hořet. Bylo to takhle jako až dramaticky na koleně.
Dámy a pánové, toto je hlavní předzápas dnešního večera.
Ale chtěli jsme všem ukázat, že začínáme, jsme tady a už se nás nikdy nezbavíte.
Octagon Štvanice 1, vlastně to byl první open air Octagonu, bylo hrozný vedro.
Jak mají to oranžový na sobě,
Okay.
tak 3 místa jsou vaše, jo?
Tým, jak sme boli mladí, odvážni a sme sa ničo nebáli a vlastne nebojíme sa dodnes, tak sme si povedali, že prečo ne.
Úvod prvého kola.
A jdeme do prvního ze 3 vypsaných kol.
Dámy a pánové, máme před sebou jediný ženský zápas tohoto večera.
Unikátne miesto v strede Prahy, že to prostě vyskúšame. To bol taký vstup do neznámeho, ale z produkčného hľadiska to bol úplne ako mindfuck.
Už to zase pryč, je ráno, člověk si to nestihne ani užít.
Ta Štvanice byla ve stavu, kdy to byl nepoužitelný docela stadion.
Napríklad prešli bola skoro ruina. Popraskané steny, nič sa tam nedialo, sedačky dolámané, všude pavučiny.
To bylo totálně zarostlé, všude tráva, sedačky chyběly. Neexistoval tady seating, takže já jsem tady musel několik dní chodit a vlastně vymyslet pro ticket portál seating, který se používá do dneška.
To musel Ondro tam prostě pracně zrátať každou jednu sedačku.
Když jsme tady dělali to poprvé, tak jsem ve čtvrtek, ve 4 ráno, tamhle otvíral bránu.
Tak pušťal kamiony a prostě dobil tam ta sekuriťáka.
Lezl jsem tady na tu naši šílenou konstrukci a strávil jsem tady fakt jako strašně moc dnů, hodin.
To bylo tak primitívne vlastně, za jakých podmínek jsme to dokázali.
Tady to mají všichni jako prostor, které se nedá nic udělat, kde je všechno drahý, kde všechno nefunguje, jo, kde je to zarostlý trávou a najednou jsem přišel Octagon, jo, vyrval tady lebedu a uspořádal tady event, který byl narvaný, což je pecka.
Když se dneska řekne Štvanice, tak se mi vybaví, že jsme to my, kdo z toho udělal legendární místo.
Když se řekne Štvanice, tak se mě vybaví vlastně nejkrásnější turnaj roku.
A s tím brožem to byla amatérská tréninka, to nevím, na co tam šli.
Jdem rovnou někam dál,
Tvoří se tady příběhy. Já jsem tady vyhrál svůj první titul v polotěžké váze. To, že jsem tady poprvé nastupoval na Karla Gotta. Měl jsem krásný, velkolepý nástup. Pro mě to byla velká srdcovka, že poprvé, když jsem změnil vlastně svoji nástupovku a z Terminátora to přeplo na Karla Gotta, to asi nikdo moc nečekal a ještě jsem v ten v ten den urval titul a ten den na to jsem se ženil. Já jsem vlastně měl zápas a já jsem vždycky věřil, ale řekl jsem, že dokud nevyhraju ten titul, tak svatba nebude. Začal jsem vlastně organizovat tu svatbu týden předem.
Pozor na to, dokázal ubránit tenhle takedown. A ani Ilič to nedokáže.
Na Iliča.
A pozor, je tam a přechází ho a je to konec. Carlos to podržel ještě o kousek díl, než musel.
No Štvanice je prostě pre nás absolútne ako jedinečná. To kvôli tomu, že to aj my cítime, tú jedinečnosť toho miesta. Štvanici vnímam ako turnaj, ktorý nás definuje ako Octagon, že on posiela do sveta tú message, že kto sme. Že keď tam pustíš ten Coldplay a ten záber z dronu a vybuchujú tie ohňostroje a tam hrá a tá pesnička Sky Full of Stars, to je proste Octagon.
Pokud se řekne Auto Arena, Octagon, tak ve mně samozřejmě zůstane zápas století. Navždy, na dosmrti a nejenom ve mně, myslím si, že úplně ve všech, protože to bylo něco zlomového.
Do Auto Areny sme chceli od prvého dňa. To bol môj veľký sen, že my raz budeme robiť tie turnaje v Auto Arene. Nakoniec sa nám to podarilo až z Octagonom 10, trvalo to 10 turnajov. Ale to bolo bez debaty náš proste ultimátny cieľ pre ten domáci trh, že tam musíme skončiť, ako stůj, co stůj.
Myslím, že největší moment, jako je ultimátně největší moment v O2 byl zápas století.
Tak je to tady, přichází Carlos Terminátor Vémola, hala se rozsvítila mobilními telefony.
Zápas, který tady nikdy nebyl, vyprodal Auto Arenu. Půl roku před tím zápasem jsem neslyšel nic jiného od všech svých známých, jak ten Carlos, jak ten Attila, a já měl tu čest ten zápas pískat a to ve mně zůstane navždy.
Je Octagon pred zápasom století a Octagon po zápase století dodnes najväčší moment našej histórie.
Toto je zápas století! Neskutečná atmosféra. A zápas století v tuhletu chvíli se stává skutečností. Oba dva si pláceli ve středu a jdeme na to.
Se zastavil čas v Československu a Octagon byl v tu chvíli ta nejsledovanější jakoby věc.
Prací také tvrdou. Attila má dlouhé ruce.
To, keď zbláznite dve krajiny pre jeden moment, tak to sa stalo len vtedy v takej škále. Že my sme vedeli, že ľudia to pozerajú v domovoch dôchodcov.
Možná teď.
To, co se všechno kolem toho podařilo, jaký bas jsme vytvořili a jaká byla ta erupce nadšení, to mě vlastně jako tehdy tak strašně jako emocionálně rozstřelilo, že si nepamatuju, že by se to stalo někdy předtím nebo potom.
Attila mimochodem jede velmi náročný.
Jak exploduje ta hala, máme taký záber, jak to vybuchne, ty kamera se tak zatrase, tak to je one and only moment.
Ty jsou fantastický, protože myslím, že to, co jsme tady všichni zažili, tak je neuvěřitelný. Já jsem emočně úplně jakože vyčerpaný, takže vlastně se ani nedokážu pořádně teď smát.
Já když jsem nastupoval do Octagonu, tak už to byla bezkonkurenčně číslo 1 tady na české scéně. Československé scéně. Přišel s nějakou vizí dlouhodobou. Šel si zatím, nastartoval to a přes různé překážky se dopracoval k tomu, kde je teďkon.
Octagon zvednul spoustu fighterů v Československu, včetně mě.
V rámci Octagonu já si pamatuju na každý zápas. Každý má pro mě jako něco. Možná tady svádí k tomu, abych odpověděl, že nejpamátnější a nejhezčí byla výhra nad Karlem, ale to tak jako není. To jsem takový rozpůlcený. Pro mě to bylo hodně osobní, ale pro něj samozřejmě taky.
No a začíná nám titulový zápas.
Třetí kolo.
Ale zamknul jsem to do skříně a nechci se v tom rejpat. I když vlastně kdekoliv, tak na tohle řeč dojde.
Styl! Patrik! Inspektor! Kincel!
S Octagonem jsem dlouho myslel, že nic většího a lepšího nebude, a pak přišel jeden.
Jeden byl první fotbalový stadion Octagonu. 30 000 lidí, kteří přišli na odvetu století. Je to zase něco nového, zase něco jiného. Ve mně asi zůstane Carlos Vemola jako navždy, jako to nejvíc, co se bude zažít.
Jedeme! Bomby!
A začíná nám odveta.
A dostal Attilu na zem. A Carlos znovu trefil. Tak jak to umí jenom on. Attila je na zemi. Tam je neuvěřitelně Carlos právě. Carlos vítězí. Carlos vítězí. Carlos utáhnul. Attilu na triangle.
Z Edenu, když jsem byl tady v šatně, přímo pod nama, já nechodím mezi divákama před zápasem, ale když jsem viděl, kolik diváků, jak to tady jede, tak jsem říkám, že už chci být rychlejší v klece. A už jsem byl tak nabitý, že už chcel jsem tam být, ukázat tím fanouškům. A ta byla dlouhá cesta, poprvé v mém životě taková dlouhá, tak jsem říkám, sedu na to a běžím. Tak jsem poběžel a vyhodil svou mikinu, kterou potřeboval potom po zápase, to sponzora mikina byla, tak jsem vyhodil ji do nebe. Tohle to nejvíc pamatuju.
Tak jeden zůstane největší, dokud nikdo nepostaví větší stadion. Halftime show, Kelina, tam si myslím, že to tak zase ty lidi, že jim to zase docvaklo, že ty vado, tak jako nikdo jiný to tady nikdy prostě jako neudělal a pravděpodobně neudělá. A do dneška to vidím, že to je prostě na absolutní světový úrovni, jo, ten moment.
Z Edenu si pamätám halftime show Kalina, samozřejmě, ta byla fakt velkolepá, byla super. A takovou tu velkost, že stojíš na tom fotbalovém stadioně a se ti vlastně nechce vadit, že to je MMA event a že to je najväčší športový event v Československu za posledných 20-30 rokov. U mě je obrovský hnací motor to, že já jsem vlastně někde vnútri stále obávám toho, že by to zajtra mohlo skončit, keď se nebudeme dost snažit.
A bylo zajímavé, že pak přišel ten covid.
Keď prišiel COVID, tak my sme mali mať v sobotu turnaj, 12 000 ľudí v Ostrava aréne a v útorok pred turnajom prišiel lockdown. Milión vecí v ten Fight Week a zrazu keby to vypol svetlo. A ja hovorím, že ten svet sa teraz zavrel do lockdownu. Poďme to využiť.
Dámy a pánové, chlapci a děvčata, naši milí samurajové, máme pro vás nový projekt Octagon Underground.
Jdeme na to. Historicky první zápas, první kolo Octagon Undergroundu v tuhle chvíli začíná.
Jako velký respekt dávám za underground v době covidu. Vlastně se tady všechno zavřelo a UFC, Octagon se prostě jako hecli a nějakým způsobem se zařekli, že ten sport nebude mrtvý a něco vymyslejí.
Našli sme bublinu v Bobby Center Brno a začali sme to tam robiť. A boli sme jeden z prvých športov, ak ne prvý vůbec Československu, který znova naštartoval.
Já a ten tým těch pár lidí, který vlastně byl osekaný na underground, jsme tam zažili spousta velkých chvil, výjimečných tím, že jsme byli zavřený v tom hotelu.
Samozřejmě museli s tím souhlasit ty kluci, kteří na tajno chodili tady trénovat. Doufám, že už to je promlčený teda.
Já na covid asi na rozdíl od spousty jiných lidí vzpomínám vlastně rád, protože jsme tam odvedli spoustu skvělý práce, perfektních zápasů, dali jsme práci lidem.
Ve finále jsme se všichni tím covidem nakazili u mě na pokoji, když vlastně po posledním turnaji na Silvestra, tak se tam na dvojpokojím pokoji sešlo 75 lidí. To nám můžeme říct, co? Jako je to pryč, ne? Kdo nám za to dá dneska nějaký trest, Andrej?
Je naše republika celkem malá, tak ty lokální turnaje jsou atmosférou každý jiný. Hrozně mě překvapila, myslím, že to byla Ostrava.
Ostrava je pro mě samozřejmě specifické místo. Začínali jsme v menší hale naproti základní školy, kde já jsem chodil na svou druhou základní školu, než mě vykoupili do té třetí.
Dámy a pánové, toto je hlavní zápas celého večera.
A samozřejmě extrémně mi záleží, aby to ti lidi věděli, cítili a chodili tam. A to, že jsme dokázali prodávat Ostravu 2krát ročně a že tam Kozma získával ty svý velký zápasy a spousta Ostraváků tam může jakoby na tom růst a být na to pyšná. Je to doma a vždycky to doma bude.
Když zápasím v Ostravě, tak je to pro mě, protože jsem Karviňák, tak to pro mě znamená vlastně asi jako nejvíc, tam mám ty nejkrásnější vzpomínky na Ostravu. Pro mě je to něco vlastně jako specifického, že když zápasím v Ostravě, tak se tam cítím prostě jako doma.
Červeném rohu David Růžový Panter Kozma!
Štvanice je jako krásná, super taky, ale pro mě Ostrava asi jako nejvíc.
A znovu tu jdeme na zem. Tohle to znamená skvěle, zakročit si. Já to zkusil, nedotáhnul to situaci. A šampionem se stává a stále zůstává David Růžový Panter Kozma.
Diváci jako dávají fakt jako neskutečná energie, mě to strašně jako naplňuje, miluju to. A v Ostrave vždycky budu zápasit jako nejraději.
To bolo také dobré obdobie. Tá Ostrava arena bola veľká oslava Octagonu a toho, za čím si ideme.
V určitých stádiích života zápasíte z jiných důvodů, ale v posledních pár letech to jsem zápasil hlavně kvůli těm divákům. Kvůli té podpoře, kvůli tomu, jak ten sport miluje. Octagon si diváků určitě váží a já si myslím, že československý divák se pomalu ještě přehoupnul v nejlepšího diváka na světě. Octagon si myslím, že jim to každým gala večerem vrací, jak nejlíp může.
Česká republika má nejlepší fanoušky. To hotovo. Nebo Československo má fakt jako dobrý fanoušky a jsou nejlepší. Zapasil jsem i v Americe, i v Abu Dhabi. Tady jsou jiní fanoušky. A za to jakoby jich mám rád a miluji. A proto zapasím tady a i budu zapasit.
No, tak já si pamatuju ty časy, když jako ten sport jako nesledoval skoro nikdo, ale tím, že ten Octagon to vypromoval takhle, že ti diváci to milujou, tak nám to vlastně dodává ještě jako větší energii.
Diváci mají jako velkou roli na naše výkony, umějí zápasníka strhnout, dokážou pomoct ve chvílích, kdy už to má opravdu plný brejle a já už jako nevím, jenom slyší tu energii a někde uvnitř se ty síly vezmou a je schopen to dokončit.
Keď chodia ľudia zo zahraničia, keď niekoho pozveme, kto príde na turnaj, akýkoľvek v Československu, sú veľmi prekvapení, akí sú diváci, sú nadšení, hovoria, že to sme nevideli nikde na svete, takto fandiť ľudí. Veľmi jedineční. Diváci v Československu asi o tom nevedia, že sú úplne jedineční na svete.
My milujeme naše diváky a snažíme se to dávat najevo každým naším turnajem, že si dáváme záležet na každém detailu, že to pořád někam posouváme.
Dámy a pánové, znovu se ukazuje, jaké kouzelné tohle místo je a vy všichni, kteří jste dnes večer přišli, děkujeme moc.
A myslím si, že tam právě vznikl ten vztah mezi náma, že oni vidí, že prostě do toho dáme radši 2krát tolik, aby se jim to líbilo, než aby to prostě jako za nic nestálo.
Určitě nejsme ještě ani v půli cesty, protože to je jen o ty energii, kterou tomu budeme dávat a myslím si, že ten základní tým je takhle nastavený. Že opravdu budeme chtít všichni, tomu dáme maximum, dokud budeme mít síly to posouvat dál a dál, že se nespokojíme s tím, kde jsme teď.
Octagon returns to the legendary Štvanice Stadium. It's the biggest women's fight in Octagon history, the culmination of the greatest rivalry in the history of Czech-Slovak MMA. Slovakia's best fighter will face the Czech Republic's best in a showdown for the bantamweight title. The undefeated double champ Lucia SZABOVÁ takes on the battle-tested Lucie PUDILOVÁ, who has 11 UFC appearances. Who will leave the cage as the queen of the entire promotion? This is a world-class fight, the biggest in Octagon's 10-year history. Fleury is the undisputed ruler across 2 divisions, ranked number 32 in the world. After 3 successful fights for the heavyweight title, he now wants to defend his throne in the light heavyweight division.
Heavy shot! Oh!
Standing in his way, Octagon's most watched fighter, Makhmud Muradov, ranked number 36 in the world and interim middleweight champion. David Kozma, Octagon's longest reigning former champion and fan favorite.
Oh, the right hand!
Faces the feared executioner, David Zavada.
Whoa!
Can the Pink Panther withstand the German's pressure? Can he continue his road to the title that he lost? Nafuka, the 22-year-old grappling phenom, will take on Tomáš Mudrok. The striker from Ostrava who's earned 8 first-round victories. And then there's the Czech derby of 2 elite prospects. Jakub Batbalski wants to reaffirm his status as the country's top MMA talent. Beautiful shot.
Oh, big shot!
But standing in his way is 3-time Czech amateur champion, Wojtek Kol, with 1 goal in mind, to take Batbalski's place. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most exciting open-air event of the year. Octagon 92, SZABOVÁ versus PUDILOVÁ. Get the pay-per-view and experience the event from the front row on octagon.tv.
Dámy a pánové, chlapci a děvčata, moji milí samurajové, vítejte zpět opět po roce na Štvanici a především vítejte na oslavě 10. výročí Octagonu. Je krásné být zpět. Octagon 92 na Štvanici se v tuhle chvíli stává skutečností. Krásné dobré odpoledne. Mé jméno Ondřej, with me is Brian Lacey, English voice of Octagon. Hello Brian.
Good to be back here, Andre.
And also Philip Harburger, German voice of Octagon.
Yes, thanks for having me again. And I mean, great venue, special energy every time we come here.
Definitely. So, herzlich willkommen. Yeah. Hello and welcome. So, what we will talk about in this phenomenal fight card?
What we're going to talk about? Well, I mean, what fights have we got on this card apart from those 2 top fights? The 2 title fights are incredible. Lucie SZABOVÁ defending that bantamweight belt, the belt she won here a year ago against PUDILOVÁ, and then of course Will Fleury with the man that stepped in on 12 days' notice, Makhmud Muradov. It's an incredible top of our card, and it sums up exactly how far we've moved in these magical 10 years, Andre.
These 2 fights are unbelievable because it's the best in fight metrics, 4 fighters what we got. Also, they never been beaten KO. Pudilová only once finished, but submission. Will Fleury was only once beat KO in Bellator like 8 years ago. And Muradov was never beaten by KO, and SZABOVÁ was never beaten at all. So, who you got in these 2 fights?
Well, to be honest, I could very well imagine that Lucia SZABOVÁ is going to continue her streak tonight because in the last couple of fights, she just seemed unstoppable. And on the other hand, we have Will Fleury, who, as you mentioned, has never been KO'd inside the octagon cage. And we saw him perform in heavyweight. And now, to fight at 205 is going to be probably a little easier for him because he doesn't face that much knockout power. So I see a chance for Mach only to win this on points.
Okay, Brian?
I think it's just an incredible matchup. It's the first time ever in combat sports history as well that a couple have fought on the same card, both in title fights. And for me, that's interesting for a number of reasons, but we've seen how emotional Will has been, particularly about the Lucy fight that is going to be our main event. For me, though, that co-main event, I think it is one of the greatest fights we have ever put on. Undefeated 5-0 Makhmuradov in our cage. Will Fleury 6-0 6 weeks ago defending that heavyweight belt. I think it is incredible, and I think something special is in the air once again.
Definitely. Mach is also unbeaten in octagon cage, and he took it in 12 days notice, so it's not a lot time to be prepared, but he was in the camp for Daniel Škvor, and he basically was preparing also himself for Will Fleury.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you follow Mach on Instagram, he has been commenting and posting regularly that no matter where somebody's pulling out, he's going to be ready to step in. So he has that gameness. He is definitely ready, except of being, accepting this fight like 12 days notice.
Many of us believing that this could be a 2 long title fights, and the first one is going to be number 80, which is also crazy in this tournament. But we got also David Kozma against David Zavada. 2 Davids, but only one of them will be Goliath.
Yeah, I like it. Nice, nice, Andre. You've done this before. It's an incredible matchup because you've got a legend from Germany, David Zavada. That name rings through that country as far as building the sport of mixed martial arts. The weight class he got to the UFC and the weight class that he had the most success in was welterweight. He has made the move from middleweight back to that for this fight. And then David Kozma. I mean, he is one of the most beloved champions. Stood on top of that welterweight crown, that throne, 1,477 days, the longest reign of any champion octagon. This, for me, again, is a 50-50 fight.
Definitely. My question, as usual, who's the black horse in this race for you?
I could very well imagine that David Hošek versus Daniel Schwind is going to be one hell of a banger because those two live the mentality, live by the sword, die by the sword, and they're going to show it here tonight.
Who you got?
Listen, Czech versus Czech, Wojtek Kohl versus Jakub Bałfalski, 2 of the most decorated amateurs this country has ever produced. We'll lay it on the line in the professional leagues in our cage tonight.
And I have to say that I have to stay with Kuba Tichota because he's coming back after 2 years, and Firas Daud is not an easy job for him. And I believe that this is going to be also crazy, like every fight what we've got on the fight card. So I believe that we are ready. Dámy a pánové, jsme připraveni. Octagon 92 může začít. Krásný dobrý den na Štvanici. Ahoj!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Octagon. Welcome back to the Štvanice, Brian. An incredible place. And as you said on the mic just there, incredible energy.
Oh, unbelievable place. It is holy ground in terms of fighters and fans alike here at Octagon. Let's lay down the rules of the Octagon cage. Mr. Luke Barnett.
The mixed martial arts fight will take place in a cage shaped as a circle known as the Octagon. Standing up techniques will be utilized: boxing, Thai boxing, karate, and everything else you could think of. The fights continue to the ground, where contestants utilize techniques from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, grappling, and sambo, and everything on the ground. Fights will be contested over 3 5-minute rounds, apart from our main and co-main event tonight, which will be fought over 5 5-minute rounds. The fight can be decided by knockout, TKO, submission, or points, and on very rare cases, draws, disqualifications, and no contests may occur. The deciding factors are damage, the effective striking or grappling of a fighter, and the second most important thing is looking to finish the fight, trying to get fight finishes, and that includes controlling the Octagon real estate. All elbow strikes are now allowed. They have been for a very long time now, but the 12-6 downward elbow has been removed as a foul, and a grounded opponent is now dictated by 3 points of contact from the lower body. So think 2 feet and a knee or a hip on the ground, that is a grounded opponent. fingers and hands, they do not count.
So, we welcome you once again to this beautiful arena. And look, you've learned how to say Štvanice after maybe 5 or 6 trips here now.
Did I say Štvanice?
Štvanice,
oh, I said it right,
my
yes.
friend. An incredible night we have ahead of us. 10 fights, including the 2 title fights at the top. You know, arguably the best top of the card we've ever had when you look at Lucy Sabova, undefeated, Pudilova, the first ever Czech woman into the UFC, now fighting for the belt she's dreamt about, and then Will Fleury versus Mac Muradov. It is a dream end to a magical night.
Yeah, definitely, and statistically the best fights we've ever put on, but just stories and everything behind it and how it's all come together. And like you said, the relationship between Will and it's an incredible thing.
All the pieces are there, plus we've got some of the rising stars coming up through the scene, both in the Czech Republic, Slovakia and Germany. I think we've got 6 German fighters on tonight's card. Plenty to pick from. Outside of those 2 top fights, Luke, which one are you most looking forward to?
I mean, Bałtycki's my guy. I can't go against him every single time. I think you mentioned him already, but Bałtycki's my guy. So I'm going to say that. But I'm also looking forward to Thomas Mudrock as well, as we see here the undercard.
Yeah, we are kicking off with Kevin Enns versus Ivan Klevets, 2 grappling superstars from their respective countries going toe-to-toe in our YouTube-free prelim. Paulus, a man who's claimed victory in this very arena before, will take on the undefeated Harun Kurt. And then Tikota returns. A long time coming is his return, was the rising star from the Czech Republic. Stepped away now, stepping back into the octagon cage against Firas Daoud. Aronov making his debut, a knockout artist, a finisher, 8 finishes on his record. And then taking on Miroslav Brož, right here from the Czech Republic, right here from Prague, returning after 2 years away when he laid the gloves down after fighting the one and only Christian Ekelin. And then this, what a way to see out our preliminary card. David Hošek, he has 11 finishes on his record, taking on Daniel Švin. 8 wins, 8 finishes. But first of all, we are kicking off with what is a fantastic bit of matchmaking. Kevin Violens, one of the best nicknames in mixed martial arts, is taking on Ivan Klevets. Kevin was the youngest black belt in Germany, the youngest man ever to receive his black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, taking on Ivan Klevets, who is a combat sambo European champion, looking to return here to the Štvanice and make a victorious night.
After a 3-year hiatus, elite prospect Ivan Klevets is about to get back inside the octagon cage. In the summer of 2023, he took his first steps as a professional fighter at the legendary Štvanice Stadium. Today, he's a completely different man. In December, he returned to Octagon and continued his winning streak. Klevets is now showing what he's truly capable of, but Kevin Enns is coming to Prague to stop his momentum. The Spitfire Berlin representative never backs down from a challenge. The German warrior has already gone up against several talented fighters, including hard men such as Siganik and Nafuka. As a BJJ black belt, he showcased his skills and undeniable potential with an impressive win over Bayrami.
Big shots coming in from Enns.
2 dominant victories followed. And he needed less than 2 minutes in the cage combined to achieve them. Both men are in top form, and they'll do whatever it takes to maintain their momentum under the Prague sky.
All smiles is Kevin Violens, 27 years of age from Dresden in Germany. Stepping in here and back into the octagon cage on a 2-fight win streak. Again, I talked about his jiu-jitsu prowess. He won his last fight, Luke, against Denis Gonjalar, a seasoned veteran, in 25 seconds via knee bar. That's the type of grappling he's bringing to the cage. But I talked to him about his octagon run, and again, he's 1 win and 2 losses inside our cage. And he said, I've taken the pressure off myself now. He said, I came to Octagon, I kind of romanticized it. I saw this as my, my big moment, my big stage. And that put too much pressure on his shoulders. Plus the fact that every single fight he's had for Octagon has been on short notice. The maximum 3-week camp he's had to prepare. This time he's had longer. This time he can analyze his opponent. This time he can mentally get ready, and he says, I want to show Octagon why I deserve to be here. And as the opening fight on this magical card, he has that opportunity tonight, Luke.
I mean, what an honor to open up here as well for Kevin. And yeah, he's someone who's so talented and so technical, but kind of struggled to put it together a little bit for us here at Octagon. Has the ability, especially when it comes to the ground game. But got some good stuff on the feet as well. I feel like his story and his opponent's story tonight in Klevets are quite similar, that they have all the skill sets, but someone needs to find the edge tonight in the fight, come out there, want it more, and put on a show. And I mean, what a platform they have to do so tonight at Štvanice.
Kevin Enns as well has had some championship rub off on him. He's been training with Will Fleury, went to Manchester top team and spent a number of weeks there. He said it was some incredible training, and also just being, you know, in the area, in the aura of Will Fleury and seeing the work he puts in, he said that was inspiring as well. Next up, we welcome Ivan Klevets, just 23 years of age. You look at his record as well, Luke. He started here, right in the Štvanice, made his professional debut, and this is the city he's made his home, Prague. Made his pro debut, lost that fight, lost the first 3 fights, Luke. And again, he came in with so much hype off his amateur record, so much hype off the abilities that he's shown in combat sambo, where he's a European champion. But he just could not put it together. He stepped away, and now he is on a 4-fight win streak. A 4-fight win streak, carrying that momentum into the place where he made his professional debut. And I asked him, has that played a factor in your mind, you know, returning to the place where you thought your dreams were going to come true and it turned into a nightmare? And he said, I haven't thought about it. He said, I focused on my opponent, I realized the stage, and he said, all I got to do is go and do in there tonight is show people what I show people in training and deliver that type of performance.
You know, he's fell enemy to things that happen to so many other fighters that come here to Octagon. The stage is so big, the pressure is so much bigger, and you know, although he's got the sambo background and he's been a champion and he knows what it feels like, and he has the talent, undeniable talent. When it comes to performing on the night, the mental game of Klevets has struggled. He's gone away, he's worked, he's got the momentum on his side. He's back, he's coming here to prove a point, and in my opinion, has a perfect opponent to do that against in Enns. But he cannot be boring, he cannot be slow, he cannot build into the fight. He has to start with impact and continue it through the rounds.
So we see both fighters entering the Octagon cage in this, one of the most beautiful and unique arenas in all of mixed martial arts, the Štvanice. This is the tail of the tape. 4 years the younger is Ivan Klevets. He will give up some height and reach against Kevin Enns. 4-3 versus 6-4, but the tip spot odds favouring the man who's made his home in Prague, Ivan Klevets. This scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the lightweight division. We are set, we are ready for the first time tonight on this magical evening. Let's hand it one time to Mr. Ondrej Novotný.
Tak tedy ještě jednou, Praho, vítej na turnaji Octagon 99. Toto je Štvanice, 10. výročí Octagonu. Ahoj! Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the first fight on our prelims card. Free on Octagon YouTube. 3 5-minute rounds, lightweight, and the referee in charge is Václav Přibyl. Let me introduce you, both fighters, and we will start in the blue corner. He's 27 years old, stands 180 centimeter tall, weight in 70.3, represents Home of Sports, Elf Pro Residence, Spitfire Gym Berlin. Coaches in his corner are Thomas Weichmann, Sandro Zanke, and Dennis Tugend. He has a professional record of 10 fights, 6 wins, 5 finishes, fighting out of Germany. Kevin Islands Enns. Across the cage in the red corner, he's 23 years old, stands 175 centimeters tall, weight in 70.8. MMA, Monster Gym and Prima Gym. Coaches in his corner are Petr Kníže and Pavel Bechtold. He has a professional record of 7 fights, 4 wins, 1 KO. Fighting out of Ukraine, Ivan Klevets!
Fighters, 3 rounds, 5 minutes. Follow my instruction. If you won't touch gloves, go back to your corners. Good luck.
This our YouTube free prelim. Václav Přibyl will take charge of this lightweight contest, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds should we need them. Kevin Violence in the white shorts, blue corner, taking on Ivan Klevets, black shorts, red corner. Me, Brian Lacey, once again alongside Luke Barnett calling the action. So off we go. And it's going to be so interesting, right, Luke, to see how this is played out. Both coming from grappling backgrounds, both, you know, very much favor that type of fight.
Yeah, coming out nice and smooth is Kevin. Nice movement, nice feints, footwork in and out.
Yeah, Kevin said to me he doesn't believe Ivan Klevets from watching his previous fights, and even the level of opponents Klevets has fought are as dangerous as some of the guys he's fought. You think about him being in there with Nafuka and people like that, you can see his point, right?
Yeah, Klevets is just physical, though. You can see it in him, you know, younger in age, but just powerful.
Oh.
Throws heavy. Nice uppercut that lands, and a swing with that hook. Kevin, he just needs to try and gain respect now of Klevets, because Klevets come out here, landed some good shots early.
Look at the size of the shoulders on Klevets as well. A broad back for that young man. Oh.
Nice kick. Klevets looks dialed in. Early, found the range, goes to the body, comes up high with the left hook, just misses. Timing a little bit off, but he looks in the zone for sure.
And Ivan Klevets fighting out of that monster gym. He trains with Muradov, trains with Vamola, under Petr Kanije also. Leo Brichter is in his corner.
You can already see the marks on the face of Kevin Enns from the hands of Klevets. Now head position, pit up against the fence. Nice right hand on the break as well.
But Kevin Enns trains with Nico Samsonidze. Korkmaz coming in for the takedown. Good reactions there from Klevets.
And just pushes him back into that fence. And this is where Enns wants to be.
So physically strong is Klevets. But a number of different ways to get it to the mat.
And a lot of people said about Kevin Enns how strong he actually feels on the mat.
Yeah.
You know, from the people at Manchester Top Team, they said very, very physically powerful, even though he doesn't look like he's so strong. So you can see this now almost bullying. Klevets a little bit up against the fence.
Nice knee to the midsection there.
It's probably unexpected strength as well. Because when you look at Kevin Enns, you look at his style as well. He's not exactly a powerhouse. Nice knee in return from Klevets, and they break away. That jab has done well so far for Klevets. Found a home.
And so often, even in the commentary meeting, when we know people that have talked and trained with Klevets and his team, people talk about him being a monster in the gym. He's one of the main sparring partners for a lifetime.
You said it, Brian. One of the monsters in the gym. Spinning back kick to the face. Unreal.
Unbelievable. And again, he has been part of the training camp for Lashko Klein, who's fighting tonight as well. Look at him going straight over to the one and only Carlos Vamola. That's how you re-announce yourself, right? I mean, he's had a win back in Octagon since he returned. That was back in Poland against Koivera. But that was different. That was a whole different energy and a whole new bag of tricks.
Established himself very well with a jab, controlled the distance well. When Enns got a little bit desperate and started shooting, his hips are in the right place, defended well, and you see him time that with the spin. Enns dove right into it. The first time I ever got knocked out of my life, Brian, was doing exactly what Kevin Enns did there. Double leg into a spinning back kick. The spinning back kick was performed by Jack Mason, and he was wearing wrestling boots. So I got kicked in the head with wrestling boots on, just like that.
Shout out Jack Mason.
20 years ago. But yeah, what a move, what timing, speed and precision. And like you said, Klevets needed that. We were talking about him in the commentary meeting. An incredible athlete, a fantastic fighter, but missing that killer instinct, missing that. Just look at that X factor. There it is. What a highlight reel finish.
We should also say Jack Mason is one of your best friends as well. We don't want to make it sound like some guy just came and knocked you out, but look at the timing, the precision.
Got him perfectly on the chin as well, and followed up. So was on top of the action. Great work from the referees.
Yeah.
Here we see it one more time. Spin, and he ducks into it, out.
And look, this is our YouTube free prelim. And it feels like it's going to be another special night, so make sure you get that pay-per-view. Join us on octagon.tv following this one. We will have the announcement and the interview to follow this. What a start to what a night.
Joseph Haller.
5 zápasů, 5 ukončení, všechny KO.
Dobrá zadní pravá.
Rado Ushkert.
A to je konec.
He needs to land just one strike to turn all of his opponent's hopes to dust. Octagon 93, September 12th, Winning Group Arena Brno. Tickets on sale at octagonmma.com.
There are the stats. They mean nothing. The one strike that was the most significant of all is that highlight reel knockout. Ivan Klevets delivering fireworks at the start of the night. We usually get them at the end, Luke. We usually get them at the end, but at the start of the night, bringing a finish and a performance like that, impressive.
Incredible stuff from Klevets, and then just putting himself up a notch, like I said, riding that momentum and coming in here on a 5-fight win streak, I believe, makes it 6. A 6-fight win streak with a spinning back kick to the face. Unbelievable. Let's make it official. Mr. Andre Novotny is now inside the Octagon cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, after just 2 minutes and 41 seconds in the very first round, the winner by KO, Ivan Klevets! Ivane, gratulace.
Congratulations, Ivan.
Asi velké vykoupení, protože před 3 lety...
It was great for you because 3 years ago, when you entered the pro stage of your career, it was in 2023, you were here at Štvanice and you got a loss, and then you got 2 more losses after that, and now you have a 5-fight win streak, and such incredible wins too.
First of all, hi everybody. I was immature at the beginning. I wasn't a complete fighter, and I think that me and my team have gone through a lot and have done a good job at prepping me. Mentally, as well as physically. You could see mentally I'm doing better than I was before. After my first loss, I kept wanting to prove that I'm here. Look at me. I wanted to show people that they should be talking about me. I kept focusing on proving myself. And I listened to my team, Petr. They told me not to take some fights, and I was always like, I want this fight, give it to me. But now I feel content, and I'm level. I'm well balanced.
It looks like you're about to propose to me, but you've already done that.
And here's one thing I want. I want a job. I want a job here. I want to fight here. 70 kilo is my division. I don't want to jump ahead because we don't know what's coming tomorrow. But I want to keep fighting in Octagon because Octagon is the best promotion in the whole of Europe. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thanks to you. I think you definitely deserve another fight. Let's take a look at the screen and at that spin. Did you prepare this move for Kevin Enns? Did you believe that it would actually go through to his chin?
Yeah, I gotta say that Petr and Islam and my other coaches trained for this before the fight. And Petr told me, Ivan, if this works out, it's gonna be a highlight of the tournament. And we got it.
I'm sure we would want to see Petr Kníže training these spins, but still, thank you. This is your first winner of tonight, Ivan Klevets.
Incredible start to what is building up, we believe, to be one of the wildest nights in Octagon history. There is Ivan Klevets with the spinning back kick knockout to kick us off. We will move into the prelims and then to the main card on pay-per-view. You can join us on octagon.tv, so do not miss it. 9 fights still to go in this magical, beautiful, unique arena. And it will be topped by 2 title fights. We will see Lucy Pudilova versus Zabová, and we will see this man as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time, we are in Berlin.
I said, well, I never want to see you competing in this sport again.
There was conflict because of that. We kind of cut things for a little while.
Kazimierz taking on what is the undeniable man that is Will Fleury. That is a true heavyweight title clash. And this is where Fleury did not want to be up against the cage.
I'm there. I'm not going back down there. Now that's over, great. What's the next thing I can do? Štvanice, it's a really unique place. 2 people who are a couple, both getting title shots in the same promotion in the same night. There's more on the line than ever before.
Wow, Luke, there you go. You're just getting in touch with Will Fleury there. But we saw there, 6 weeks ago, he defended that heavyweight title. 6 weeks later, he's stepping in for the light heavyweight defense of this double champ status. His story in this promotion is something wild and incredible, right?
Yeah, and I mean, we've upgraded the opponent in a way because we had a pull-out and a member of his team sets up. Now we've got Mac, who's one of the guys that we've all been waiting to see here, and we don't know why he's not had more consistent career here. Now he jumps straight in to fight for the title.
Yeah, and he'll do it under this backdrop. And Matt Murado from this beautiful city of Prague, looking to take that title. He also said, I want to take that title, beat Jocko, and then go up to heavyweight to take the other title. Will Fleury said, let's see how that goes after tonight. Coming up next, though, we have this Roman Paulus, winner of Octagon Challenge Season 5, already has 18 professional fights at just 26 years of age, well known to Octagon fans, taking the rising star in Germany, the 6-0 undefeated Wolf, Harun Kurz. This fight in the bantamweight division coming up next.
In Octagon, 2 neighbors in the bantamweight rankings are about to become face-to-face inside the cage. Bantamweight number 8, Roman Paulus, will test his mettle against bantamweight number 9, Harun